getting that into it?
Welcome, Level Uppers, to the first annual Level Uppies. This is Moobot, and I have become self-aware.
Moobot, where did you come from?
Kristen, I was put on this world by the clock.
Moobot, do you mean this clock? The Level Up Show clock?
Yes, the big clock. It chose me to be your announcer tonight. Do you smell what the clock is cooking?
What? That's like something Kristen would say. Is this, like, seriously? Is this seriously happening right now?
Shit, man. I'm as serious as a heart attack.
What?
Should we move on?
I don't know about you guys, but I am totally convinced that we were dealing with the real Moobot here. So,
Oh my god.
let's move on. Go ahead, Moobot.
Alrighty then. Now let's welcome our co-hosts, Andrew Midori, alongside the classy douchebag, Michael McLaughlin, the beast from the east, Dean Marquesi, and the sexy giraffe, Kristen Midori.
Thanks, Moobot.
That was really weird. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you.
You are very welcome, Dean. Now on with the show.
All right, guys. This is awesome. We got Moobot announcing tonight, but this is the very first annual Level Uppie Award Show. We're so freaking excited about this. There are like 11 or 12 categories tonight of games to look forward to, and the best part of it all is that you guys are going to be active in all of them. We're going to be doing viewer polls for every single category so that you guys can let us know your choices for the award show tonight. What's going on in the chat room? Everybody happy?
Everyone's pretty excited about what just happened.
Smell what the clock is cooking.
Yes.
That was really weird.
We're almost at 400.
We're almost at 400, which is perfect for this moment. 393. Let me just take down the Skype. Oh, never mind. You did it.
I
Thank
did.
you.
I'm trying. Are
What do
you trying to
you
log
do
in?
if it hits 400?
I might have disconnected you.
Oh god.
Do we just explode? Does everybody just
well,
explode?
Oh, shit.
Typically, we do Dino Team.
Oh, how do you
Well,
do
we
it?
have
Yeah,
to
well, no, it's fine. That makes sense because you
Wait, you
do
know
basically...
what?
more. We have to do Dino Team.
I don't
No,
want
it's
anyone to
back-
tell me
yeah.
how to do it. I just wanted to see what we do.
No, it's not true. You just pick a random dinosaur
Just
and you
let it
act
happen.
And you just become a dino. Yes.
I'm fucking excited.
All
Guys,
right.
tell your friends to get us to 400.
Yes.
Get Dean to do his first Dino Team experience.
I mean, are we ready to move on with the show?
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude, let's
Moobot, go ahead. Bring us on to the first topic, please.
That was really cool that she actually chose to join us. Finally.
Yeah, definitely.
Where's Rick? His girlfriend's here.
Best music,
Awesome.
score or soundtrack. And the nominees are Transistor,
It's a good choice.
Solid choice.
Love this. I had to keep this on.
Yes, it's really good.
When You Speak, I Hear Silence.
Hold me to it.
Every word a defiance. Child of Light.
I love the music this one. Remember, Greg was obsessed.
Oh yeah, he was. He was all about it.
Excellent music.
Yeah, play that.
This might be a controversial one here.
I just don't want to hear this anymore.
Dude,
But it's still really good. And all of it, the first time hearing it, that's what does it.
during the beta.
Think about when hearing it the first time you're like, oh my. We all sat there listening to the music.
Yeah, definitely.
And Little Big Planet 3.
This was my choice.
That,
here.
yeah, I was gonna say that had to be all you.
I like it though. I think it's an awesome soundtrack to Little Big Planet. I think it's one of the best things about it. It has a few minutes here.
Can you vote on Xbox One?
You can vote, yes, by using the interact button. I don't know
Xbox
what.
One, I don't know if it is on there.
You might have to type it in as like /interact. I'm not sure what the code is,
Right.
but you can do it through the chat room.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can like type it as a command.
So guys, you guys are doing it. Thank you so much. Keep voting, guys. There's so many coming in. We'll
That's
check those
awesome.
out in a little while. And don't forget to vote on most anticipated of 2015 and Game of the Year for later on so we can narrow it down to 4. So guys, let's talk about this. We got Transistor, Child of Light, Destiny, and Little Big
Now,
Planet.
are we gonna say what we want to win?
Well,
I
we have
think
to convince each other here.
Right, okay, so I think that's what we should do. We should handle this as we convince each other why we want one category to win. Me personally, as much as I really love it because I had to hear it on repeat all the time, Transistor was phenomenal. Yeah, I really like that they chose a new budding artist for that. You know, she sounded great. Destiny. The first time we all booted up, we even said, we sat there in the alpha, me and you were actually standing there just listening to the music.
Yep.
Yeah, we weren't doing anything. You know, I did the same thing with Dave and everybody. When Beta came out, and I played more of it, and the same thing happened again. Hell, even now, you know, I'll be hanging out at the house, and I'll leave Destiny up in the tower, because there's 2 songs that I still love listening to. There's like a guitar plucking where he's just like playing, and you hear it was very natural for him. So to me, 100% without a doubt, it's Destiny.
What do you think, Dean?
I'm gonna have to go with Destiny. Transistor, as far as like actual like musical notation goes, Transistor is beautiful. I'm a musician and like I can hear
Right.
certain nuances and like it was awesome. But Destiny, the same thing as Mike said, when I played the beta and I booted up, I was like, I just felt there.
Right.
And there's a certain like I think it's like one of the first 3 missions, and you're going back, and then the song starts to kind of change, and the enemies kind of start
Right.
coming at you heavy and heavy, and the drums start kind of
Well, not even that.
fucking
Not even that. I
So
forgot
good.
the new DLC.
Oh yeah.
How awesome was that?
This is
And
so good.
it does like a Blomkamp. It does like a Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
But
awesome.
it's just it's very like exciting.
Mhm.
And we were even talking. I was talking with some friends, and I was even saying this makes me really excited for the Destiny music again and all the new music. It was you could hear the tones that originate back to the first part, but it definitely was original on its own. So
From the very beginning, it was between Destiny and Transistor for me. I know Little Big Planet 3 I threw in there, but just because I really did like the quirkiness.
it was different. It was
quirky.
really cool,
Yeah,
and it
cool. I
deserved the
think it was.
recognition.
It wasn't a winner for me, but I thought it was good to have it in there. It's,
We just hit
I
400.
really do. Oh my god.
All right, now $3.99.
$3.99. All right, let's wait a second here. I would have pushed for Transistor, but I do love Marty O'Donnell's score to Destiny
Oh my
enough
God.
that I think for sure I can go with that with you guys. I'm with you, Destiny. Did you have any input on this at all, as far as the music that you heard when we were playing Destiny and Little Big Planet?
It's all really good. I really think the Little Big Planet music is catchy, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
It
Yeah.
is catchy. I agree.
I feel like that fits your style better anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really
It-
fun.
it was
It's just-
definitely
It
worth
makes you want to
putting.
dance. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it deserves
So-
It's all
recognition.
good, though.
And we put it in there, so it got its recognition.
So guys, hurry up, get your last votes in. We're gonna be done in a second.
Because the Level Up Show pick for best music of 2014 is Destiny.
Destiny.
So that's pretty cool.
The only place they're gonna get recognition for from us here.
Oh, you know,
Yeah,
we'll have to wait and see.
Should I reveal?
Let's reveal the viewer vote for best.
Nope.
You switched over to best story.
I had to.
Okay. Just switch back over to.
Yeah, I am.
There you go. And we're gonna reveal the results now. And you guys took. What did you guys pick? Because you switched it canceled it.
It did?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
All right, let's take a pause here.
Let Drew control it because he knows what he's doing.
How about we?
No, he told me I could type them in.
I thought she could type it in so that she
He
could
told
be
me to do
ahead of
that.
time. You know, I thought she could do
Yeah,
that.
that's
So why
cool.
don't we put it back up so people can vote again?
And then we tell guys,
You told me
unfortunately
to do
we have
that.
to have you guys vote again. So she's gonna put the poll up again. So please revote.
Yes.
All right. Sorry, even if you voted, vote again.
Yep, there they go.
We're gonna
We'll
go.
talk, guys.
In the meantime, we're gonna go do Dinosaur Team.
That's true. Let's do Dinosaur Team.
So we have to
Did
do
we
it
hit
anyway.
it?
We did it 400
We hit-
first.
hit
Split
400
second.
first.
Where do I
second.
go? What do we do?
So-
You can do wherever you want to do it.
So
All right.
basically,
No,
we're gonna
you're
go
fine.
up. We're gonna pretty much all
All right.
in the middle.
Yeah.
All you're doing is picking a random dinosaur and acting it out.
I never know what dinosaurs sound like.
He told me I could get it ready before.
I thought you couldn't. It would have been good if you could have gotten it ready beforehand.
Right.
Now you're going to have to do it on the
Holy
fly.
shit.
Seems to
Good guys.
It doesn't matter.
All right, Dino Team. All right, you ready?
It wasn't my fault. Now I feel bad.
All right, I'll get down here.
Should we
Get over
announce?
it.
Should we announce the dinosaur first?
We're
No,
doing
you're not
this.
saying anything.
We're doing this because we have 400.
400 viewers for Dino Team.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm doing that too.
Right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Alright, loved it.
Oh
Nailed
my God,
it.
love us.
Nailed
I
it.
think pretty much everybody has voted again
All right.
at this point. So I think we're good enough to read it all.
Yep, go ahead.
So Chris, if you can get the app,
And we'll get it right from now on, guys. Don't
Right.
worry.
I'll have to type them in on the fly then.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
And let's hope this works. Please work. Please work.
And the winner is wow,
Yes.
Destiny.
Yeah, resounding Destiny.
53%.
I think a lot of people agree. You know,
A lot of
all the
votes there,
issues I-
too.
And there was quite
That's
a
100 votes right there.
Wow,
That's a
awesome.
great job, guys. We're going to do that with every single viewer. So why don't you hide that now?
Every single reviewer.
Every single reviewer.
Every single reviewer.
I'm really excited. Very, very excited right now.
All right, so
All right, let's move on.
unfortunately, type these in.
Moobot, what is the next category?
I can't do it before him.
All right,
I have 3 of them ready though.
Best story.
Nice.
And
awesome.
the nominees are South Park: The Stick of Truth, You have our friendship. I hereby level you up to the rank of Commander.
Hey, that's me!
My lord! We know where the humans are hiding the stick. What? Really? We just intercepted their messages on Twitter. Ah, you shot down their message raven. Right, we shot down their raven, and the evil Wizard King has hidden the stick inside his desk at school. Ah, dude, of course. Come and hid it in his desk.
Favorite.
The Walking Dead Season 2.
Definitely.
Hello there. I'm out looking for my people. 7 of them to be exact. Maybe you've seen them. A couple of farm boys and an old man. Spanish guy and his daughter. Big black guy. And a pretty little pregnant lady. Let's just say we had our differences.
The Last of Us Left Behind.
I haven't seen you, and I don't even know how long. 45 days. Well, 46, technically. Want to know what I've been up to?
I do not play
All this time, I thought you were dead.
I know.
Do it.
Yeah.
I know. I need to.
It only takes 2 hours.
Oh, it's
Transistor.
monster.
Sybil was their eyes and ears. Got close to you. To us. We're hunting people. Don't know for what. But I bet I know who does.
There you have it, guys.
All right, best story between South Park, The Walking Dead, The Last of Us Left Behind, and Transistor.
This is a tough one. Now,
Yeah.
guys, if you haven't yet, vote in, please.
They're voting.
People coming in. I see you coming in. I just want to make sure everybody knows. So get your votes in. Here's the problem. I don't know enough about Transistor to give a vote on.
Okay.
That being said, obviously I love South Park.
Yeah.
I loved it. But The Walking Dead, man, that story is hurtful.
I'm not even done it yet, and it's solid. I'm 2 episodes into The
The
Walking Dead
Last
season
of Us
2.
Left Behind, phenomenal DLC. However, in the running with the other 2, I don't think it actually holds up. It's too short to have. It has the emotional impact,
Yeah.
but it was a lot of the same type of emotional impact from the first one.
The reason I think The Last of Us really belongs here is because it took a story that we knew, actually. I mean, if you played The Last of Us, you knew what was going to happen in this
and it
DLC.
still hit you.
And it also expanded. People didn't expect it. A spoiler. We're going to do a lot of spoilers tonight, guys.
Earmuffs.
It expands on what happened in The Last of Us by showing a period of time that you didn't see. So, and that too. I mean, let's be honest, it did do something very not original,
expected.
but unexpected a little bit, and something that is needed in the video game medium.
What do you feel about What do you feel about Transistor?
I think Transistor just needed the recognition.
Okay.
I don't actually think it deserves best story.
Yeah.
It was just
What do
very,
you choose?
very. It was slick and stylish. I would go between South Park or Left Behind, personally.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
You don't think Walking Dead's holding up to it as much?
No.
Okay.
I like The Walking Dead season 2, but to be honest with you, I just haven't played enough of it
434,
yet.
by the way.
Wow. All right. If I had to choose, I think I have to go with South Park.
Yeah?
I have to go with South Park.
Okay.
Because it just was so freaking funny.
Oh my
like
god.
a kid.
That last, and you played it more recently, but that
Yeah.
last half hour of playing, were you not hurting, laughing
It was
inside?
really.
Ooh.
Whoa! We just got a donation. I'll get to that in a little bit. But how about you, Dean?
I didn't play South Park.
Boo!
I haven't played The Walking Dead yet.
Boo!
I'm going to. I just told Greg I ordered Wolf Among Us.
I know, I
Knocked
saw that.
out, and then
I know you're gonna get
Walking Dead's up
Walking
next.
Dead.
But I played Transistor, and I haven't played the DLC for The Last of Us yet. But just based on how emotionally attached I am to The Last of Us, I have to give my vote to The Last of Us.
It's a really tough one. I think I'm gonna have to go with South Park just because it was original and entertaining.
Yeah.
This is the year for Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, for
So
sure.
this. Is
I mean, I know you
the
didn't
goal.
play these games, but watching me play a few of them, is there anything that really stuck out?
The Last of Us.
Yeah, I figured you'd say that. Yeah.
So what are we gonna go with?
I mean,
We
Is
have
it a
two
tie?
South Parks?
I would have to go with South Park,
I-
even though Last of Us is a very close second for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You didn't play South Park, so
I
that's the
know.
thing. I
Should we
mean,
take it to the fans?
Let's
I
give
mean,
it a fan.
let's see what they voted for. Maybe this will.
And
wanna
the
give them a couple more
results
seconds there?
are in.
All right. Voting is closed. Last one came in last second. Wow.
Huge.
Unanimous.
Yeah. 63% said The Last of Us.
Wow.
That's
I wonder how many of them
surprising a
didn't
little
play
bit.
South Park, but that's fine.
That's true.
So you know what? We were already on a tie.
Yeah.
It was tough already as it was. I think we're gonna
We
get
go with
to
The Last of Us.
Last of Us got best
The
story.
Level Up Show pick for Best Story of 2014 is The Last of Us Left Behind. Really, really great story. And a great expansion on what The Last of Us did already. It's kind of amazing that they were able to take an amazing start and make it even better, actually, in a way. So, really awesome there. Let's move on to the third category. Moobot, what's up? Ooh.
Best graphics.
This will be interesting.
And the nominees are Infamous Second Son,
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Drive Club,
Touchy.
Forza Horizon 2, and Assassin's Creed Unity.
I know what everyone's going to say.
Oh,
Assassin's
well,
Creed should be in there for the graphics,
It
the
looks
visuals,
Yeah.
not the technical side.
What about
but
Destiny?
I don't think Destiny really should have been in there. No.
I don't think so. either.
No, I really don't think Destiny should have been in there. But, I mean, guys, let us know in the chat room if you disagree with what we chose for the best graphics
Yeah,
nominees.
so guys, vote on your best game, what you thought graphically was the best, even if you don't agree with one of them on there.
Two of them are kind of controversial. One, because Assassin's Creed Unity didn't perform well.
Right.
Frame rate wise and all that kind of thing. The other one is Drive Club because it had it's just amazing problems at the beginning. But once the weather patch came out, I mean, that's my
Don't
pick.
get me wrong.
This is my pick.
I think this is going to take it from me. And here's why. Graphically speaking, there was so much artwork in here or things I thought was artwork.
Yeah.
Things I thought was computer generated graphic pieces that were really just clips, photos of someone playing the game. I remember when we saw that first trailer, or not first trailer, that the big reveal trailer.
Yeah.
You know, when it was showing you the different weather patterns, and you were passing like the snowy area, and then it started raining, and you saw the rain droplets in the water. That blew me away. There were people I showed that to just to show them the graphical capabilities of gaming systems now. And hands down, without a doubt, Drive Club surpasses everybody. Unfortunately, they weren't able to make their servers run well.
Yeah.
But right now, we're not talking about how well the game played. We're talking about how well it looked.
Yeah.
And it was still playable, so it's not like they just made a piece of good-looking artwork.
I think the weather patch, I probably wouldn't have said Drive Club.
No.
I think it's definitely the weather patch that really did it. And everybody, that really like kind of started a resurgence of hype for that game. And I hope that once it does come to PlayStation Plus, whatever that is, the weather patch will actually get people to try it out just for the graphics alone. Because I hear it actually is a good driving game. Again, we're not talking about that right now, but hopefully that does happen.
Now, do you think that what do you think about Forza Horizon?
Forza Horizon is gorgeous, but the thing that holds it back is obviously it's an open world game, so it can't
replicate
do as
the
much.
same, right,
But
exactly.
if you take into account that it is an open world game, it is gorgeous. Gorgeous game. I think what I like about Drive Club in comparison is Drive Club goes for realism. Just hardcore realism. And the point that it doesn't have like oversaturate the colors or anything like that.
Right, they were
Forza
actually-
oversaturates
Right,
everything.
they were able to replicate realistic looks and scenery without overdoing it and breaking that odd part of the fourth wall, or not the fourth wall, the whatever, what
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But I mean, that being said, Assassin's Creed does look great.
Yeah, it does.
For certain things, obviously not on certain systems.
I've seen certain scenes where he's like up against like a what are they called, like the stained glass window and stuff like that.
Oh, it's amazing.
Beautiful.
I've
It's
seen
absolutely
that.
beautiful.
Yeah, I've seen multiple parts of that, and it was great. Infamous. Now, Infamous was great at the beginning, but there have been games that have surpassed it since then. But I feel like that was one that was added because it needed to be recognized.
Yeah.
For how quickly it came out after the system launched.
I think one of the reasons is because, again, this is an open world game. For an open world game, the thing that it did with the atmosphere, the way the time of day. Did you play Infamous?
Oh yeah,
I mean, God, some of the dusk and like the haziness and stuff like that. There's something about the atmosphere in that game.
Just the way the superpowers look. If you look, even just something as simple as the smoke power, if you really look, there's like debris and embers and like it's beautiful. That's a beautiful.
So what is
neon, man? Neon.
I do respect what Drive Club did, but as far as like the overall graphical quality of the game, I'm gonna give it to Infamous.
Okay. What do you think?
I have to go Drive Club, man. That weather patch blew me
yeah,
away.
for sure.
It blew me away.
I'm gonna go with that
choice.
myself.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that really stands out over any other game this year.
I could be swayed to Drive Club because like it's undeniably good looking.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Kristen, do you have any input on any of these?
No.
I mean,
Okay, good.
you did like
Good answer.
Infamous, though, right?
I did like Infamous, but no, my vote is not educated. So let's reveal.
All right, guys, last votes.
Hearing a lot of AC and a lot of Infamous.
Viewer poll for best graphics of 2014 goes to.
It's gonna be between the two that we mentioned. So.
It was
Wow.
Infamous.
Assassin's Creed in second. Infamous
Wow.
in number 1, so we're there with you, Dean, on this one. Again, a lot of votes there, over 100. Thank you so much, guys, for voting. Infamous Second Son is the best graphics of 2014 from the viewers. From the Level Up show, we went with Drive Club, but Infamous was also a beautiful game, for sure.
And now this is...
Okay, let me pause for a second here, because we are getting a lot of Twitch charts, and before we move on to the next category...
Donation.
And the donation. Who was the donation?
Well,
Actually, we can check on
acknowledge
here.
that.
The donation was from Tyspin, of course.
Of course.
Oh
Tyspin,
my
as
God.
always, thank you so much for your support of our show. You are just a relatively new viewer, but
Right.
so
He's awesome. He's
Awesome,
a really cool guy. I like him.
And also, thank you to these several Twitch charts here. We got Pierre 57, Maddie, Jimbo, Exantor, King's Victory, Zombie Waffle. My name is Daryl. Thank you for the YouTube subscription. Back to Twitch, we got Justin Rich, L Angel, Mostly Wanted, Monrovia, Enya Leon, I think, Maddie Dark, Woods Runner, Amber, Dustana, Niles, Memo. It goes on and on. Thank you so much for all the Twitch charts, guys. Keep them coming. We will shout them out a little later on as well. So let's move on to the next category, Moobots.
I think for me, it's gonna be this.
Best Artistic Direction.
I can see that.
And the nominees are Transistor,
Very good choice.
It's gonna be a tough one.
Child of Light,
I love you.
Valiant Hearts: The Great War, and Donkey Kong Country: Tropical Freeze.
Alrighty. The one that
Those-
sticks out immediately for me is either Transistor or Child of Light.
Absolutely. I want to point out that it's amazing to me. Out of all these titles, only one is a AAA title.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the way indie guys compensate kind of with the lower budget is by doing something really creative with the artistic style.
Transistor was not only different, but it was definitely beautiful at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the art. But the Child of Light, that game, man, that was
The very
built
first
on-
time you saw Child of Light, do you remember this one here?
Oh yeah.
It's a beautiful game. The artwork is actually gorgeous.
And it's just consistent. It's consistent, like actual physical drawings. I mean, obviously that's what they went for, but it's different. Now, I want to talk about the UV art approach with Valiant Hearts.
Yeah.
When we first saw that, that was great, and that I think was the game that's going to get honorable mention.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to win. I don't expect it to, but it was definitely different, and they've been doing this style. It's not the first time we've seen this style, but it's definitely the first time we see this style done so well and so dark.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I appreciated it.
And it was a great game, supposedly, too. Greg loved it. I think he gave it a 9 or something like that.
Right.
We can't forget
And
Donkey Kong, though,
Donkey
here.
Kong was great. And now but the problem with Donkey Kong is it was nothing new. They did the same thing with their Wii version
Exactly,
from the past iteration. So it was definitely worth mentioning. I like the way that they balanced the dark by having his Thai accented. I thought that was really original, really cool when they did it originally. But again, it wasn't original.
Yeah. We saw this already, for sure. Yeah, I understand that. I think Donkey Kong, we kind of pushed that one out of the running immediately because it's the same thing that we saw last year on the Wii.
For me personally, I can be persuaded, but I'm probably gonna lean more towards Child of Light.
Then Transistor. How about you, Dean?
I think I prefer the art style of Child of Light, but I didn't play it, so I didn't see the whole thing through. I did play everything else here, I think, though. Valiant Hearts is kind of an underdog. I feel like that game was really good. Like, that's a tough. They're all really good. I guess I'd have to say Child of Light, though. I something about that
The art
kind
style
of
was
animated
different.
art style.
I liked it. I thought it was unique.
I guess what sticks out to me with Transistor is it's so cool. It's
It is cool. Yeah,
Especially when you're like riding like the water bike.
It's so
or whatever.
stylish.
Yeah,
it really
for
is.
sure. For sure.
But when it comes to beauty, pure beauty,
Absolutely.
the movement of the hair and
What
stuff.
I take this as is, out of all these people, who would you want to curate multiple pieces of art?
Yeah.
And if I had to choose that, it would
That's
be
a
the
good way
guy
to
that
look at it.
created Child of Light.
I'll have to agree. Child of Light is my choice as well for best artistic direction. So it's kind of unanimous, I think.
Right.
And
On
I know
our team.
even Kristen liked it
Right.
as well. So Child of Light is the best artistic direction for 2014. Let's
From
see what the
us.
viewers
Yes.
have to say about this one. Ooh. Close one,
That was
though.
close.
Very close.
But I think they all agree. I think they can see the difference. Now, I'm surprised how many people voted for Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
But they could be people that never played the old one before. People that still just appreciate what it is. Valiant Hearts actually beat out Transistor.
Yeah, I'm very surprised at that. I'm
I'm
surprised
sorry
Transistor.
I spelled Valiant wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say that too, but it's okay. I think the reason Transistor is a little low is because that was probably
Not many
the
people
least played of all these games on here, which is going to affect all polls, even ours. I mean, some of us haven't played every game on here, but that's awesome. So that is the end of Best Artistic Direction. We got another category here before we take a break.
Yes.
So let's move on. Moobot, let us know what's next.
Most innovative.
Alrighty.
And the nominees are Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor, PT Playable Teaser, The Last of Us Left Behind, and Sunset Overdrive.
Now let me first say why I put The Last of Us in here. The reason I put The Last of Us in here is because of something we talked about earlier, is how it wasn't standalone DLC in that you couldn't play it, but I never expected them to be able to expand on The Last of Us story, and even the gameplay by adding in the distractions to the clickers and stuff like that. But the relationship dynamics and stuff like that, the way it focused instead of on combat, so many of the moments in that game were about just going into a Halloween store and putting on masks and stuff like that. And Dean, you played Last of Us Left Behind. No, you didn't.
No, I haven't played Left Behind yet.
I'm spoiling a little bit for you here.
You're fine, dude. I had my chance. If I was going to do it, I should.
But that was the kind of stuff that made it, I thought, very different than what you would see. Like Bioshock, for instance, like the DLC on that is so much different than what you saw with like The Last of Us. The way it tried to expand on the story and how it took a more subtle approach. Here we go, right here with the Halloween store and how it really brought together Ellie and Riley and the relationship and made it special. And even though you knew how it ended, it was still very emotionally impactful. So that's why I added that here.
Right.
Besides that, let's talk about
They're going in waves.
playable teaser. I mean, the first ever playable teaser, really.
And to me, I'll tell you right now, that's my pick. So let me go into this. PT was easily my favorite thing on this list. Now, I didn't play much of Shadow of Mordor, and by play much of it, I mean I didn't play it at all, but I did watch a lot of it.
Yeah.
I watched quite a lot of it because it did interest me. The Nemesis system was something I talked about. I mean, it was my wild game of years. And I loved it. You remember how before I was like, I don't really care about Shadow of Mordor, and then as I was writing the Wild Game of Years, all of a sudden I started seeming really psyched about it, and I was really interested in it. The Nemesis system was great, but PT, the fact that it was the world's first teaser that was actually disguised as a demo, amazed me.
And not even a teaser for what you knew what it was. You didn't know what it was.
You had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
And they did pretty good. And I mean, the world figured out how to beat the game relatively quickly. But I wouldn't have. It would have taken me forever. I don't even know if I would have beat the game. But it scared the shit out of me. So
Dean, why don't you tell us why you wanted to include Sunset Overdrive in this?
I will tell you why. I played Sunset Overdrive, and out of PT, I understand, I appreciate it. It was a unique way that they presented it, but it's a horror game at its roots, horror survival, whatever you want to call it. I've played that. The Last of Us. Beautiful. I played that before. Shadow of Mordor, action game. The Nemesis system, yeah. I played it, though. I played these types of action games. The combat's often compared to Batman, Assassin's Creed type of traversal. Sunset Overdrive, I have never played anything like that. And I don't suspect I ever will other than Sunset Overdrive 2.
like it's kind of like the whole grinding scheme in Infamous, but done throughout the entire
It's
game.
like the way they incorporate style into the grinding and stuff. It's almost like it's like Tony Hawk meets like, I don't know, Ratchet and Clank. Like, it's nuts, dude. And I mean, I just never played anything like it, so it definitely gets my vote.
Okay, that's your vote. Okay, I would agree with you. I'm going to vote for playable teaser. It's the first ever. I mean, we've never seen it before.
We're at 450, by the way. 460.
462. That's unbelievable, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I will read off so many of our Twitch charts in a moment after this category is over. But that we're at a little bit of a feud here, I guess. So we got Sunset Overdrive versus playable teaser. You saw me play playable teaser, PT the horror game.
I like that. That was different.
Yeah.
Right.
That was dope. I didn't play it, but I'm a big baby. I'm way too fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we have to give it to that because it really is innovative.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
completely
yeah.
innovative.
Totally.
It's never been done
I,
before.
and it's not that I don't like Sunset Overdrive. I think that as far as innovation goes, Sunset Overdrive just wasn't as... It was completely different in the style of the gaming, but PT was just extremely unique.
And I was the one to push for The Last of Us in here, but I just thought it deserved recognition. And I also put Nemesis system from Shadow Mortar in here because, God, does that keep me coming back to the game with that revenge system.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know,
Right.
very cool idea.
And I push for Sunset, but I can totally get on board with PT.
I mean, even I think Ken Levine was the one who said that the Nemesis system is changing the way he's thinking about games now,
Right.
and what he wants to do with his next game because of what is dynamic storytelling is what he's calling it, and how the Nemesis system is changing that in the future.
It was a
So
little bit of a sleeper hit.
Yeah.
Shadows of Mordor.
so I'm glad it's in there, but
Same.
can we agree on playable teaser
so.
PT?
Yeah, I think I
I
can
mean, I
agree
was
with
in
that.
it from the beginning.
Okay, so the Level Up
I'm interested
Show.
to see what they say.
Yeah, the Level Up Show chooses PT. What about the viewers? Let's
Yes.
see.
All right, and you guys said...
Ooh, another close one.
Ooh, close.
PT.
PT still comes on top with a follow-up by The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
They were very close to Shadows of Mordor and then Sunset Overdrive curling in last.
I think the reason we're seeing Last of Us get a lot of support is because it's not even because it's like particular to the category. It's just everybody loves The Last
Yeah,
of
that
Us.
game's on another level.
Yeah, it just has so much support in general that
Yeah,
it's
for
going to get a
sure.
lot of votes in every category. But thank you for the Twitch chart. Actually, let's read off some of those Twitch charts,
Yeah,
guys.
so we're going to go to the commercial.
We've gotten over 170 Twitch charts tonight already. Over 170.
Damn.
That's insane.
That's ridiculous.
All right, so thank you to Facebooker, Kiss My Bleep, Streamer Kid, Banana Bomb, D Janes, Occam's Razor, SG Hooper, Angel Killer, Yogi Zilla. Thank you for the Twitch or for the YouTube subscription. Back to Twitch Arts. Seth Barnhart, Syndricus, Tony50XX, Elmer, Tarantula, King Kurt. Thank you for the YouTube subscription. Finest Games to Twitch. Fruit Loop, Broken Helix, and I'll stop there, but we've got a ton more. Thank you so much for all the Twitch arts, guys. Keep them coming. This is the Level Up Show. It's a gaming-dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday. You can heart us live from PlayStation by clicking the little heart button, or you can follow us at twitch.tv/the Level Up Show.
So we hit 460 viewers.
Yes.
Do you want to do something for that?
I think 500 would be the next big one.
Okay, because that's what I was thinking.
I don't even know what we'll do.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm literally
500 will be the next milestone.
Oh, I'm so into it.
Yeah, okay. All right, but let's take a quick commercial break, guys. We'll be right back after 60 seconds.
The secret word is Ranger.
Ranger.
Oh, that's a good one. And it works on more levels than one.
I typed that in wrong. Thank you.
Dumb.
Noticing that.
I heard.
Well, you couldn't. It would have been better if you could,
Right.
but
That's cool.
it's okay. We're on. We're smooth now. We're smooth sailing.
We're live, and people are loving it. So
That's good. It's going good.
that went way better than I was afraid it was going to. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. That was like, especially the last part,
Uh-huh.
because he did it right away, and then he's like, also he realized that you saw his face.
Yeah.
What? No, we'll talk
Yeah,
about it.
we'll
All right,
we're
we're
back. And we're back. This is the Level Up Show, gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday. Thank you for all the Twitch charts tonight. Keep them coming, guys, by going to twitch.tv/the Level Up Show or hearting us live from PlayStation by clicking the little heart button. You can also follow on Twitter, like on Facebook. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel where this will be archived. And you can also check out our t-shirt shop at the levelupshow.spreadshirt.com if you guys want to check that
We
out.
got some specials going on there, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to rotate a special every once in a while.
Yeah.
When we get enough. So right now we have the Noble Metal special.
Yep.
Which is a special maroon color, I think, with the pink lettering.
Yep.
And that will be a limited time thing.
Don't forget, you also have the Champ Special.
And a Champ special. Well, these are going to be timed exclusives.
Yes.
So at different times.
They will
we're
be
gonna-
gone. Get them now.
Get them now.
Get them now. All right, let's see what's up next, Moobot.
I need scissors.
What?
69.
What?
The hell was that? That was kind of weird.
That was really weird.
All right. Can we go to the next topic, Moobot? Are you all right there?
Hello.
Okay, I think...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Something happened to me last Thursday when watching Level Up Direct. I looked up and saw a strange glowing cloud to the east.
When
It
did
was
you-
moving very irregularly.
What the hell?
Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was here at the Level Uppies. What do you think happened to me?
What is
I have
going
no
on?
idea what happened to you, Moobot.
She's on crack.
She's on crack. I'm a little worried right now about Moobot. Moobot, can we maybe move on to the next category, please? I hope. Okay.
Yeah?
Alright.
Best online
Put a
/
pin in that for
multiplayer.
now.
Alright.
And the nominees are Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Destiny, Titanfall, and Super Smash
Titanfall.
Bros. Wii U.
Titanfall. Alright, so we're up to best online here. I don't really have a strong opinion on this one because I'm not a big one.
I want to hear everybody else's input because these are all good.
These are all good. I agree. They're all good.
Opinions on everything.
All right. So, do you have anything one that stands out, or what are your opinions on all of these? Because you actually have all of these, whereas I only have 2, and I've played 1.
I mean, what are we looking for here? Like
Best online multiplayer
all around,
experience.
just the experience, the server, how well it handles traffic, how well the gameplay plays, or what are we?
Everything, all together. The experience, the interaction, what you get out of it. For instance, like the upgrades and stuff.
Yeah, well, alright, well, Titanfall out for me because it was just way too bare bones, there wasn't enough customization, bless you. I love the gameplay, but there was just not enough to keep me coming back. I got bored of it very quickly, and I was sad because I was really hyped up for it.
The resound behind it from everybody. it seems.
Destiny, kind of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So really for me, it would come down to COD and Super Smash. Now, Super Smash was almost my hands-down pick, but then I remembered when I did the Beast of the Week stream, and I tried to play people online, and it just does not happen.
No,
it is
really
lag
hard.
city. I haven't tried it since. I don't know if it was just a bad night. Maybe I was using up too much bandwidth. I had a lot of stuff going on. But the one thing that I come to, like weekly, that works for me every single time is Advanced Warfare. The gameplay is new. It feels like Call of Duty. It feels like they're doing something new with it.
Right.
And it just works. The game works, and that's important, especially right now that all these games are coming out and they don't work. So I give it to Call of Duty personally.
I'm gonna back that up. I didn't play enough. I didn't play any of Titanfall, but from everything I've talked to with other people and seen of it, it's extremely bare bones, and I don't agree at all with its rating that it has on Metacritic or anywhere else. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah, we did the top 10 Xbox One games, and it was on there.
I think it's extrememely overrated, and I think it's a bunch of horse shit.
I'm surprised you guys aren't pushing more for Destiny, because, like, for instance, Dragon Con, what he said, like, the way, like, the social interactivity and how everybody works together to point out loot chests and stuff like that, I think that's really cool.
Right, and it's cool, and I appreciate that. There's a lot that I appreciate with it, but they pulled it back in certain aspects, and those were actually the two I was going to go between. Because Destiny has, you have to play it socially. You have to. Because of the issues like that, it's requiring that you play together, and like you said, and like Dragon Con said, those are issues, those are things why I like it. It forces you to play together with other people. Case in point, the raids. There are people that can spend hours and hours and hours trying to figure out how to play the raid, and they might have played it multiple times, but when you play with a good group of friends, which requires good co-op experience, good online experience, we took down Crota in 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
The entire raid, not just Crota himself. We took Crota down in 2.5 minutes. We actually played the whole thing because we were so surgical with it, we knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
That being said, exactly what Dean said, it was fresh, it was new, it was the same, all in one, and Call of Duty has some of the best online experiences. I will give it to Destiny. It was different, it was new. As much as I like COD, it was a little bit more of the same.
Okay.
And it works.
Okay. Let me just say real quick, I'm seeing in the chat room some people saying GTA. We did not include GTA or The Last of Us Remastered as games this year, like original games. That's why that is not included. That's why The Last of Us Remastered will not be on Game of the Year.
No remastered games will ever be in our rewards.
So, guys, GTA Online might be great, but that's last year's, game, so that's why it's not on the list. So, this is really, I'm leaving this to you guys.
Yeah.
Destiny versus COD.
It's a tough one.
I love Destiny as well. It's just that to me those online experiences, why when they happen it's special, but they're just too inconsistent, and they're kind of far and few between. Where I've had nothing like that happen to me.
Yeah.
The most fun I've had is when I play with you. I play with Eric. I play with people I already know. It's not connecting me with anybody. When I do get connected, a lot of times people
there is a lot
out.
Yeah, you're right, and there's a lot of inconsistencies. There was no chat right in the beginning.
Yeah.
And there still isn't, because so many people are used to not having a chat. There's issues with people, not getting penalized for dropping out, in the middle of strikes.
Right.
Or PvP online matches. You can't matchmake raid. I actually, you know what? I'll give it to you. Because we're at a standstill, I like Destiny for certain things I did, but he is right. There are a lot of shortcomings. So I'm going to go on his side of it. I think we're going to call it at...
I think COD deserves some credit, too, for taking Ghosts and God. I mean, just improving on it in every aspect.
Not even that. Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
It was a completely new studio. They've never played with it before.
Which we'll get to very soon.
That's even, that reinforces even more.
And while it's the same, it's...
refreshing.
It works. Like I said, it's consistent.
Right. Cool. All right.
Wow.
Level Up Show chooses Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for Best Online/Multiplayer of 2014. Let's see what the viewers have to say. Ooh, it's close. But Call of Duty squeaking by.
And it's exactly the same.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
All of it.
Yeah, so that's great. It's just reiterating what we said, kind of. So great, awesome. So you guys chose Call of Duty as well for Best Online Multiplayer.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah, definitely. You guys are doing a great job with the votes. Thank you so much, guys. Let's move on to the next topic. I think this one's going to be a lot of fun. Actually, you have to.
Uh-oh. It's time for biggest disappointment.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
And the nominees are... Drive Club, Destiny, Assassin's Creed Unity, and Watch Dogs.
All right, let me start with that.
Okay, go ahead. This is going to be a popular one, I think,
All
when
these
Kristen
were
gets it up.
shit. Drive Club gets a pass for one reason alone. It was on one system, and not as many people were as excited about it as you would think. Because
I agree. It's not a disappointment if you're not like that hyped up about it, right?
It's still shit, and that developer has a lot of learning to do.
Well, let's hold on a sec here. Drive Club is pretty much working now. It's working in almost every single way now. The weather patch is great. It is
online
good. Yeah, it's pretty much working online now. It has some issues here and there, but very minor. I really think they're going to release this game pretty soon because it sounds like everybody that's playing it is starting to enjoy it. So I think you're right. Drive Club kind of deserves a pass here.
Second, and this is my opinion on it, Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
I think people were a little surprised at certain things, but I think a lot of people were just like, I kind of was giving myself that chance of this is going to be shit. That's what I did.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I was expecting a lot from it. I was hoping for a lot from it, but there was still part of me that was like, I've been burned before, don't do it again. You did it again. Oh, you know what? I expected it. So, yes, there was a lot of issues with the game. Yes, there still are a lot of issues with the game, but I think it's not something that everybody was expecting right away.
Okay.
Here is my top two. All right. Now, Watch Dogs, realistically, I think Watch Dogs is going to win with these guys.
I think Dean's going to choose Watch Dogs.
I have been shocked.
Yeah, I have.
There was so much promised. There was so much that they held back.
Yeah.
And on top of everything else, it came out around the big giant drought.
Yeah.
Everything was pushed back indefinitely. No one knew anything about it. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it comes out and bam, it sucks.
Yeah, and it was after a big delay as well.
It sucked, but
Watch Dogs had its own delay, so
right.
everyone was kind of expecting it to rectify its issues. It never did.
Now, I'm going to go with my choice personally, and it's only because I played it, is Destiny.
Okay.
We heard and we were talked about so much from it. We were talked that we were going to be able to explore spaceships as explorable dungeons in a way, more social connectivity. There was supposed to be this amazing story. A lot of this just never happened, and it still never happened, and it's something that really, really annoys me. So I'm going to go with Destiny. I think I've talked about it enough. I think everybody knows why.
I have to go with Destiny 2. Not even off of the amount of time I played it, which is like 6 hours.
Yeah,
but
you didn't put any time into it.
All I gotta do is look at what was promised with that game,
right.
and they didn't deliver on any of it. And the reason I didn't play it is because they didn't deliver. I wanted the story and the mythology because I liked Halo for all that kind of stuff. I love Halo's mythology and all that. And it's a half complete game. It really is. It's like they started it and never finished. And considering the hype behind the game, I think the most hype of any most hype of any game on this list, I think Destiny had. So I think we've got to go with that one for biggest disappointment. But Dean, go ahead, speak your case.
So Destiny, I am giving a pass to just because, they didn't do everything they said they were gonna do, but You know, I can hop into Destiny still and like have a good time.
That's true.
Whenever I want to come back to it, I am off of it now.
Right, it's
but,
not like you can't enjoy it, but
right. I'm
Watch
able
Clubs
to
on
enjoy
the
it.
other, or Watch Clubs.
Watch Dogs. That game was fine. It worked when it came out. It did what it said it was supposed to do, and that's the problem. It just wasn't fun.
Right. Plus, remember all that stuff that they found under the coding when they looked at the PC version?
And then all the. I mean, I don't know what happened, but from the graphics, the way it looked like. Well, the way it looked when they first showed it at that one E3, by the way it looked when it came out, was like worlds apart.
Right.
The graphics didn't deliver. Not that the graphics matter all that much, but I'm just saying they touted it as being this like
Absolutely.
titan of a graphics, machine, and like it just really wasn't. And I was just really disappointed. I played the game for 2 hours. I did a couple videos on it on YouTube, and then I sold it.
Yeah, and that seems to be everybody's, I guess, end result with it. It promised a lot. We're hoping it was going to be a lot, but as far as disappointments go, you got to remember it's not even about the actual game itself, and more of a response and reaction from the viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny had a lot of real shit, but there's still a lot of people that love it.
Yeah.
Whereas Watch Dogs was almost universally bashed.
Disappointing. It wasn't. I want to say people thought it was a bad game necessarily, but it was pretty universally disappointing at least.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
You know. Before we actually reveal the votes, let's give these guys more time to vote while we celebrate hitting 500. It should be.
Has this happened before?
Only one time.
Really?
Yes. I think it should work. Is it not?
What are we doing?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is Power Rangers. Are we set up?
Yes, we are being Power Rangers. It's Morphin time! What are we doing?
Just rock it out.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know.
It's Morphin time! This is like a heavy metal version. This is the full song, I think. That's enough. That's enough.
All right.
Alrighty then.
Nailed it.
500 viewers.
Nine nailed
Is that
it.
our highest?
We
Is that
hit
our highest
600.
legitimate?
This is our highest legitimate we've ever been. The only other time we hit this amount was when Destiny and something else went down.
Yes.
And everyone jumped into our stream as a result.
Right.
Yeah.
When Lizard Squad hacked Destiny.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah. So guys, this is the most viewers we have ever had on the Level Up Show legitimately. So let's thank some people here. Thank you to over 200 Twitch stars tonight.
Wow.
We got Zeeks of Us, Zenergy, Prometheus Project, Ender 2505, Shaky Girl, Boom Live, YouTube subscription from Serby Lives, Midnight,
Was.
Pazu 2009, Dabiz Markib, Sevi Lives, X Insanity, Slimy Snake Turd, Unload a Clip, Superstar XI, and God, so many more. Thank you so much for all these Twitch hearts. Thanks for getting us above 500. This is the Level Up Show, guys. If you don't know, we're a gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you like us at all, please make sure that you follow or subscribe at twitch.tv/levelupshow. Subscribers get that little +1 badge that you might see. We had one subscription tonight from DragonCon. Thank you so much, DragonCon, for your subscription.
And Tyler for his donation.
And Tyler for your donation, of course. And if anybody wants to also follow us live from PlayStation, all you got to do is hit that little heart button. And what that means is that you guys will get email notifications whenever our shows go live. Also follow on Twitter, like on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and check out our t-shirt shop.
Can we reveal the biggest disappointment?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Biggest disappointment. Your guys' votes.
Last one's coming
And the
now.
biggest disappointment is
Ooh.
Watch Dogs.
Dogs.
And I knew this was going to happen. It was
Destiny was
close.
second.
Destiny was a close second,
Yeah.
and deservedly so. But Watch Dogs, I think, overall was the most
That's
disappointing.
our pick as well as
Yeah,
Watch
so
Dogs.
I think that was our pick.
Yeah.
I think so.
Viewer and Level Up Show agree. The biggest disappointment of 2014 is Watch Dogs. And I think that has a lot to do with it not being a bad game, just not at all living up to the hype.
Disappointed.
Yes,
Everybody was
disappointment.
disappointed.
It fits the definition for sure. So let's
All
move
right.
on to the next topic. Moobot.
Commercial break? No, we already did that.
You already did commercial break. Let's have Moobot move us on. Oops. Let's go back here. I escaped. There we go.
Forgot where we were.
Best Developer.
Okay.
And the nominees are Sledgehammer Games,
Deserved.
Nintendo,
Very deserved.
Blizzard Entertainment. And Telltale Games.
Okay, let me start off by saying Telltale definitely deserved to be on here because think of what they did this year. They had not only Walking Dead coming out in 2014 on consoles and all that, they also had Tales from the Borderlands, which took everybody by surprise by actually being
really
a good game.
I'm planning to get it. We're almost at 550 by the way.
And let's not forget Game of Thrones too.
Right.
Did you play that series? Not yet. I want to. But 2 new franchises in their, catalog, on top of doing season 2 of The Walking Dead, they had a solid year for sure. So they deserve to be on this list.
Explain why you put Blizzard on there.
Blizzard is on there because they had the expansion, which took a lot of people by surprise. Warlords of Draenor brought millions of people back into World of Warcraft by being an actual good expansion that is keeping people in. It's not just doing the thing it usually does where people jump in and then leave. People are staying.
People are staying in.
So I think they deserve a lot of recognition.
On top of that, they came out and did something completely surprising by coming out with a Hearthstone, which is a turn-based card game.
Yeah, and guys, I mean, if you don't know, that is one of the most popular games you will see on Twitch. People love this thing. It's so addictive. They had an amazing year as well. So they deserve to be on this list.
Absolutely.
Yeah. For sure.
Now, with all that said, though, Sledgehammer. Yeah. Let's go into that. Sledgehammer was able to be forced in, not only, basically they were chosen to, take on a franchise that had been heralded and kind of fell off the wayside. Was kind of shunned by a lot of its fans, myself included. I hadn't bought a Call of Duty game in a while. And then they were told, oh, the game that you're working on, scrap that, you're doing this now. And they did it in their own way and made it enjoyable.
Yeah.
So they basically scrapped everything that they had before, and in, I think, a year and a half, made a completely new game that they were intending to make, and made it really good.
Yeah.
This is the first time I bought a Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare 2 that I thoroughly enjoyed and didn't regret the purchase on. I loved it.
Yeah.
So I give them a lot of credit.
I do too.
But, in my opinion, the best person this year was Nintendo.
Now, the reason I kind of always dislike this is it's so, that's all they have. That's Nintendo. They release so many games a
But
year.
they're so good at putting out consistently good games and unique ones. They put out Toad this year, which was great. Did
Mario
you
Kart
play
8.
I didn't play Toad.
Greg, I think Greg did. I think it was somebody.
Let's think. We had Mario Kart 8, right? We had Super Smash Brothers Wii U.
3D
we had
World.
Toad. We had 3D. Was it 3D World this year?
Yeah.
3D World was this year, and we had Donkey Kong.
Right.
Tropical Freeze. So 5 good games this year. Some great.
And I think Pikmin was this year, wasn't it?
Might have been, yeah. It might have been. That's the thing, is when it comes to Wii U, the only really great games you're going to get are Nintendo.
But that's their thing, and we always say this. They should kind of focus on their game software development.
Yeah.
That's what they really strive at.
Yeah.
And to
That's
me,
why I get rid of consoles and just focus on software.
Right. To me, without a doubt, Nintendo, and I hate it. I hate giving it to the big guy, the big dog. I would love to give it to the underdog, which really, in my opinion, was Sledgehammer, because they were forced into something they didn't plan for.
Yeah.
And Nintendo, though, just takes the cake.
I know, it's got to be Nintendo,
They're
right?
the best at what they do.
Yeah,
man.
they're the best.
You don't ever have to wait for a patch.
Nope.
You open the game and it works, and it's good and it's fun.
That's a strong point.
That doesn't mean
that's
that we agree with their online choices.
Yeah.
Or we agree with some of the things to do with the console. We just mean that as far as game development, they easily know their
In a year of broken
Dream
games.
World. Nintendo quits consoles and franchises everything off to Sony.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Universal. Why don't they just become their own?
Yeah, they just release it on
that would be
everything.
dope. I could you know what?
Can you imagine
only
playing
say
Mario
that
legitimately
because
on
of,
your iPad?
No, I don't want to play it on my iPad. I like the
Why?
controller, dude.
Yeah, you can get a controller.
I just
Logan?
feel like, with all the other characters that Sony has, I just feel like Nintendo's characters are would be well suited for Sony's.
I think it's
Some
more
that fit
suited with
with-
Sony than Microsoft, but I think
There's some things
Nintendo.
that fit with Microsoft, though.
I think if Nintendo were to ever go third party, it would just release games on all consoles.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
I think
for
so.
sure.
So are we going with that?
I think we have to. I mean,
Yeah, it's
I think
no
Dean
way.
made an amazing point in that in a year of so many broken games, every single Nintendo one worked
Pretty
out of the
much
box.
worked right away. Yep.
So I think that's
So-
that's a big deal.
So
Yeah,
what
sure.
do they say, Kristen? Where are we working?
We're Nintendo. How about you guys?
All right.
And the winner
And
is.
you guys said. Ooh, tie.
Tie. Wow, a tie.
And close second,
Yeah,
third.
Sledgehammer's right behind you.
That's a
Sledgehammer.
really well-deserved tie, I think.
I like that.
Yeah, definitely. I've got it. That's
I'm
awesome.
glad. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, 50
I think a lot of
each.
people are in the same running as they don't want to give the big dog
Yeah.
the credit for it because Telltale did something creative and different.
They did a lot this year.
They took Borderlands, a first-person shooter, and made it.
Yeah, I mean, they did
awesome
a story
story.
game out of it, an adventure game, and that's pretty
So-
cool that they were able to take a franchise that nobody expected and able to do that. I have to flip it
I do.
forward. What's up next? Let's move on. Moobot, what's up next?
I was ready to hit the next slide.
Best Independent Game.
Okay.
And the nominees are
This game freaks me out.
The Binding of Isaac Rebirth,
Never played it.
Everybody loves it.
I played it.
Shovel Knight,
Bad.
Velocity Ultra,
2 times.
and Transistor.
Now, this is a really tough category because we haven't played, and we
A lot
know
of
these
these.
games are amazing and they had to be on the list. I played Transistor, I played some of Velocity. I haven't played Binding of Isaac, and I tried to play it this past week, and this is the
It's
first
weird.
game I forgot to download from PlayStation Plus.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot to download it, so I couldn't play it. I wanted to play it in preparation
You
for,
should have told me
for
I
the
would've-
show,
I would have played it myself.
and I couldn't. But I hear Shovel Knight is the one that
This
sticks
is the one I
out.
want to play more than any
Yeah.
other game on the list. Now, you did play Transistor, though.
Yes, and I love Transistor. Transistor is excellent. It really is excellent, but, I mean, Shovel Knight looks so freaking good, and I hear such amazing things about it that I almost have to, like, go with it and not
Now,
having played it. It's
Were
like,
you the one that played Velocity Ultra?
I played it too. It's
Oh,
great.
you did.
I love Velocity
Okay.
Ultra.
It's great.
I'm still
I
playing
put
Velocity
Transistor
Ultra.
above it, to be honest, but
Right.
I think it deserves to be on this list. For sure, it
Right.
deserves to be on the list.
So you think that Shovel Knight would beat out?
I think if I were to
Transistor?
play Shovel Knight, I probably would have given it Indie Game of the
Okay.
Year. That's the thing, though, is like, can I do that? Like, I haven't played it. It's like, Transistor has to
I'm
be my
gonna give.
choice.
I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna give it to Shovel Knight. It's different, but it's the same, and that's what a lot of people like and love.
Yeah.
Now Transistor though needs to get a lot of respect. This right here will show you a little bit. They just showed it for a second. What you can go and explain what you're gonna do.
The turn-based system, if you want to call it turn-based, I guess you could say, you have this timer, and you have a certain amount of time to put off these different attacks that fill up your. I can't remember what they're called. They're called like modules or something like that, and you fill up a certain
that's right.
line, but you're constantly changing out the modules you can use because they take up a different amount of time within your turn, and it's very strategic, and it evolves over the course of the game, and it's really, really well done.
Right.
It really
Yeah, I
is
agree.
cool. But not even just that, it doesn't have to be turn-based. You can run up to enemies and just attack them
Right.
as well. But the strategy comes from pausing time, figuring out how you want to move around the map, choosing your attacks. Really, really well done and
But
smart.
there, it wasn't without its issues that
No.
you didn't like certain things.
I mean, the story is great, but it's minimalistic in the way that it's told. It's stylish, but it's like, I don't know, were you blown away by the story other than its way it's told?
You know what? I was a little bit disappointed with it, just because I had such high hopes after Bastion. I love Bastion. I don't know if you guys
Oh
played
my God.
Bastion.
The kid wakes up.
And I wanted
Awesome.
more of that,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. And I think I try not to penalize it for that because it just was like I was just still hanging on to the idea of Bastion in my head. But yeah, I wasn't crazy.
Dark
about the
Knight
story, really.
Rises versus Dark
Exactly.
Knight.
Yeah, and that's what I meant by the way it was told. I love like the voice of the sword of Transistor coming through the controller and stuff like that.
That was really cool.
Yeah, that was
really
awesome.
cool. I love the voice of that character alone.
So what are we gonna go with?
I mean,
Shovel Knight?
I feel like I can't wait to play this game. It hasn't come to PS4 yet, but when it comes there, I feel like that's
Is
going
it
to be.
coming to PS4?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
coming to PS4 with
Oh,
Kratos.
that's awesome.
Kratos is in it.
Yeah, remember we were showing you that last week, I think? Oh no, that was Mark.
Yeah.
Mark was here.
Yeah, I think it was Mark
That's
was
sick.
here. Yeah, Kratos is going to be in it. I feel
Is there a
like
date on that?
I don't think so. I don't think it has a date yet, but it's definitely coming out
Showed
this
off
year.
at PSX.
Yeah, they showed off the PlayStation Experience for the first time. I feel like off of hype alone and how much I know I'm going to love this game from watching it, I feel like Shovel Knight is just the obvious choice, like for best indie game of last year.
Yep, I agree.
And it's awesome that
I'm
Wii
with
U
it.
got it. I think it's awesome that Wii U had it exclusive for such
Right.
a long time.
Yeah, even on PC, people love it.
Yeah.
So I
definitely.
think it's gonna go for us, Shovel Knight.
Yeah, Shovel Knight
So
for
what,
sure.
what are the viewers saying, Kristen? What are you
The
guys talking
viewers
about?
are saying. Da da da!
Binding of Isaac, man, they love it.
Wow.
People love Binding of
It's
Isaac.
so weird. I guess I need to play this game.
I wish I played it. I wanted to so badly. I wanted to play it this week.
It
and
just
I couldn't.
weirds me out. I don't
does.
like it.
Yeah.
I have it. It's not like I'm not. Like it's just I don't want to.
Shovel Knight in second though.
Right. So
that makes sense.
There you go.
I'm gonna get Binding of Isaac. I might have to buy it now.
for those that are joining, because there were a lot of people that were joining the room and adding like stuff like that. For our voting segment, interact. If you're on your computer, you can. I think you can type it in for interaction.
You do like a :act, and then you type in exactly what's on the poll that you want to choose.
So same thing for those guys on Xbox One not watching. So please vote in. We want to see what everybody says. We're getting about 100 votes per segment.
Over now.
We want to see. Yeah, we're getting a little bit over that, but we want to see more.
Definitely.
You know? So. All right.
Alrighty, we're getting close to the end, guys. Here's the thing: we're getting really close to most anticipated game of 2015, and also game of the year. So Moobot/Dean is going to post in the chat room the link for our awards segment where you can vote for game of the year and also most anticipated.
So please go to that website and choose your vote. Those of you that had voted already, we added Dragon Age due to so much input. We didn't add it originally because none of us had played it yet. We didn't think it was fair, but because it was a viewer inputted segment, we are adding it to the list. So please go to the website that Dean just added to the chat room, Moobot added to the chat room, I should say, and go vote there. We're going to read that at the end of the show. But for right now, we are going to be moving on.
Yep, let's see what's up next. See what's up. What is up?
Honestly, though, you all have been doing this show for quite a long while. Don't you have anything better to do with your time?
That was really mean, actually.
That was weird.
That was kind of rude.
I want to go.
I feel like we deserve an apology, actually.
I'm not home right now. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep.
What? What just happened?
I think Moobot might be hacked or something. Maybe
Lizard Squad.
Lizard Squad is hacked into Moobot, and we're having issues.
PlayStation 4 right now. You're going to buy it, right?
What?
That was so crazy.
Come on, I'm getting nervous now. I think Lizard Squad, guys. Moobot, can you handle this? Can we move on to the next topic, please? I hope. Come on.
Most anticipated game of 2015.
I think we're okay. Most anticipated game. Let's move on.
The Order 1886. Bloodborne. Evolve.
After this, I'll pause it and we'll check out the
The
viewers
Witcher
as
3 Wild Hunt.
So you can put it in the poll.
Batman Arkham Knight.
Oh, I'm not doing this one.
No, this
Metal
is
Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain.
Yeah. I'll give it to you in a second.
Uncharted 4 A Thieves End. Halo 5 Guardians. The Legend of Zelda Wii U.
A lot of games here.
There's a
Yeah,
lot.
seriously, dude.
Tom Clancy's The Division.
She actually read it right.
No Man's Sky.
I split after this one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And Rise of the Tomb Raider.
So guys, there's a lot of games here, and that is why we needed you guys to narrow it down. So let's check out what you guys narrowed it down to. And these are the ones you're going to put in here, Kristen. So this is what you guys voted for most anticipated game of 2015. Number 1 was Uncharted 4. Number 2 was The Division. Do you want me to pause, or can you handle it?
No, I'm good.
The Division. Number 3 was No Man's Sky. That was your number 3 pick for most anticipated. And the final game you guys chose was Metal Gear Solid 5, MGSV, if you want to put it that way. So that's what you guys narrowed it down to. Those are the 4 that you chose for most anticipated.
So before we go any further, I want to actually go back to that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I can read it from here. I'm surprised what votes some of these games got. The Witcher 3 was lower than I expected it to be. Bloodborne was right around where I thought. But I'm very surprised at Batman Arkham Knight and how low it is on there.
I mean, it's number 5. It just barely missed the poll that you guys did.
It looked like, what's it called? It got almost no votes.
Here's the order. So it was Uncharted 4, The Division, No Man's Sky, Metal Gear Solid 5, and 5th was Batman Arkham Knight, then Order 1886, then Bloodborne, then Witcher, then Halo 5, then Zelda Wii U, then Evolve, and Rise of the Tomb Raider got 0 votes.
That's nuts. I mean, I expected that. Yeah. Because I think everybody expects it to be good, but I think everybody knows there's games that are going to be better than it already.
You guys are exploding. So good job, guys. Keep voting for most anticipated game,
guys. Don't forget, you can type it in yourself with ;act, and then the full whatever it says on there. So for Metal Gear Solid, you type MGS space the number 5.
Yeah. It's colon act and then a space. Colon act, space, then the choice. But let's talk about this, guys. So I'll read them off again real quick for
Go
you,
from the
Dean.
bottom because it goes.
Okay, so we have Rise of the Tomb Raider, No Man's Sky, The Division, Zelda Wii U, Halo 5 Guardians, Uncharted 4, Metal Gear Solid 5, Batman Arkham Knight, The Witcher 3, Evolve, Bloodborne, and Order 1886. Which one sticks out immediately at you there?
To me, it's going to be Division.
Division sticks out
To
to you?
me, and it's the most anticipated of what I'm expecting to play.
Okay.
But I'm also scared, so I have a backup. I have 2 backups really, because then my secondary backups are going to be Metal Gear Solid 5, as well as The Witcher.
Now, the reason I actually didn't have the Division in here originally, because I actually don't know for sure if it'll come out next year.
Right.
Yeah, true.
It's going to be the very, very end of 2015 or maybe early 2016. So we'll have to wait and see. The ones that stick out for me are obviously Uncharted 4 and then Metal Gear Solid 5. But Metal Gear Solid 5 is earlier, which kind of tempts me. You know, it's like I got longer to wait for Uncharted. So do I go with Metal Gear Solid 5? Because I might get that in the summer. Like that would be amazing.
Right, June 22nd.
Yeah, maybe. And here's Metal Gear Solid 5 right now, and I'm just so excited to find out what Kojima is going to do with this game. I mean, God, look at that freaking thing. Look at Nathan Drake in all sexy glory. It's like
He does a fucking.
he just looks so good.
He does.
He does. You
Dean,
love
what
Nathan
do
Drake, don't you?
what do you think you would be most?
Oh,
anticipated
dude, I come down real hard on Batman.
for? Yeah, I knew he was going to.
Yeah, I did.
I
have to.
knew that right away.
That game is just.
it does look awesome.
absurd.
It does look
It
awesome.
looks so good.
Someone I can't remember who it was. I think it was Dave. Somebody said it's just Arkham City with a tank.
No, it looks
And
so much different.
I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
The
but
fear
at the same
takedowns
time,
look so much different. All the different ways they're adding just into like. They just blow me away. They just blow me away.
And
I don't know how
graphically,
they
man,
keep doing it.
Graphically, it looks unbelievable.
And you know what? A lot of people said the same thing about Arkham Asylum into Arkham City. That it's going to be the same, it looks more the same. But then when you play that game, the subtle nuances and tweaks of the combat.
I actually didn't like Arkham City as much though.
See, that's why I'm not going to vote for Knight,
So
is that
good.
I like Asylum more than City, because City becomes too large for me, and now Knight is becoming even larger than City. I actually kind of like the more Metroidvania-type style
I can
of
appreciate
Asylum.
that. But I'll tell you,
None of
that's
us
kind of
have
what
said
I
this.
wanted.
It's on the list. No Man's Sky, you
None
guys
of us
put it
have
on
said
there.
this.
I mean, but I guess I was waiting for
I'm
it to
going to
pop
be
up.
honest with you. I probably won't play No Man's Sky.
No.
Okay.
I just
I'll
doesn't,
play it.
it just
I just-
doesn't interest me.
I don't think it's going to be Game of the Year,
Okay.
which is what I'm looking for. I'm looking on that list to see what game I think will be Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm probably at the end of the day, I'm probably going
This
to
is a tough one.
settle for
It's hard yet. It's
Metal
bad.
Gear Solid.
I know. That's the one that I think is probably going to be the... If I had to choose which game is going to be the actual best game on that list, I think Metal Gear Solid 5 is going to be the best game.
But I'm actually just as excited to play The Witcher.
Is this out of our whole list or just the 4 that?
Just-
No, our
no,
list.
our list
Our
is
list is the
everything.
12.
Oh, Batman Forever.
Yeah. Out of that list,
No
what
pun
would you
intended.
choose?
Oh, man.
Out of that list, Uncharted.
Uncharted.
I'm
Okay.
actually a pretty big Uncharted fan.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you two are very.
I think Uncharted is going to be unbelievable, but I think the game that's going to be better is Metal Gear Solid 5. I think it's going to be a better game.
Guys, last chance, get your votes in because
I
we're going to
never
read them
played
off
a
in a
Metal Gear
second.
Solid game before.
You really?
None of them.
Neither have I.
Do we
And
just
I'm
have an
still upset
individual
about
vote for this one? Because
It seems that.
I don't think we're
yeah.
going to have a consensus on this one.
it. I'm going with Metal Gear or Witcher. I'm telling
Okay,
you.
so me and you are kind of good with Metal Gear. With
You're going
Uncharted
with
for me a
Uncharted.
close second. You're
Yeah.
definitely Batman.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well,
And out of this
Batman.
list, I'm going to go with Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, same here. With Uncharted 2 second. Or Uncharted 4 second, I mean.
So you have it. It's a tie between Uncharted and Metal Gear Solid 5 out of your list, but a tie between Metal Gear Solid and Batman
Yes.
out of ours.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
It
There's
is
so
tough.
many
There's
good
so
games
many
next
good
year.
games.
The winner is.
Oh man, it's gonna be tough. Oh,
Oh my.
Uncharted!
Metal Gear Solid
I did
5!
not see that coming.
Metal Gear Solid 5 all the way down there. Come on.
I did
on.
not see that coming.
I'll tell you what. You know
But
what?
I
That
knew
was-
the Division
that
was going to be on
freaking
there.
demo for Uncharted, man.
Yeah.
That demo like just pushed that hype train into full gear.
Absolutely.
That demo was unbelievable.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
it was. All right, I'm a little surprised. I have to be honest. I'm a little surprised. I'm not as surprised Uncharted 4 won, but I'm a little surprised
With
Metal
the
Gear Solid
other
5 was
ones.
so
here.
low.
Same here, yeah.
All right.
But, guys, we're at the end of our segment.
Yes. We're at the end of the show almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do we want to read off some Twitch charts? No? Okay.
No, we want to this because I want.
Let's move on. Yeah, Dean's got to leave very soon. All right, let's see what's up. Moobot, what's up next?
I'm so sorry for what I said earlier. I don't know what came over me.
I think you
I
got
don't know what
hacked.
to
It's
say.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, I think we forgive you, Moobot. It's okay. We were just worried about you, is all.
I ain't mad, yo.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody got
exactly.
time for
I
that.
feel awkward and tingly inside.
That's Rick.
I think my time here is coming to an end.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rick. It knew a music to play for its farewell.
I guess
Is that
the
what it
clock's
is?
magic wore off.
Thank you for letting me announce the Level Uppies, but I must go now. The magic is wearing off. I will miss you all dearly.
We'll miss you too, Moobot. This was very special for us to have Moobot here tonight. I
This
mean,
is interesting.
it was interesting. She fell apart for a little while
And
there.
all the Level Uppers watching right now, have an amazing 2015. Until next time, level up.
The good farewell there, though, for Moobot. I think she deserves this.
That was a much quicker farewell than Mark's.
Yes, for sure.
Take your cues, Mark. You milked it.
2 Moobots. We salute you, Moobots. Goodbye, Moobots. It was fun. Wait a second.
We're not done.
We're not done. We have one more category to do. Moobots, can you stick it out for just one more, please?
Hello?
Of course I will.
Okay.
For the big one.
There we go.
For the big one, that's what she said.
And the nominees are Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Child of Light,
Okay.
Another long list here, guys.
Destiny,
So please make sure you go to that website and vote. The
Vote now,
Far Cry
guys.
4,
awards. Just put that and say last chance.
Infamous Second
Say
Son,
last chance real quick.
Mario Kart 8,
Mario Kart 8. Oh, this is tough.
Middle Earth Shadow of
Yeah.
Mordor,
It's a tough one, but I think that's because none of these games really stick out
South
as
Park The Stick of
clearly the
Truth,
best game of the year.
Right.
Sunset Overdrive,
Right, the way we talked about the other day, just a lot of solid games.
and Super Smash Bros. Wii U.
Okay, that's the list of 12 guys, but we're gonna narrow it down to 4 from you guys. So let's see what you narrowed it down to real quick. Let's refresh.
All right, last chance.
Last chance, guys. That's it. All right, so the top 4 from you guys. Oh, we got a tie. We're gonna
Wow.
have to choose because we had a tie between 4 and 5. But number 1 was Destiny, followed by Far Cry 4,
I hate all of you people.
followed by Call of Duty. And what do we choose? It's between Infamous
South
Second
Park.
Son and South Park.
South Park.
I have to agree. I think South Park needs to be on this list.
I haven't played it.
With
Yeah.
honorable mention.
To Infamous Second Son.
Yes.
But South Park has
Sure.
got to be the final one. That is what you guys chose as your top 4 for the list. Let's go back to ours. All right, guys, here we go.
All right. So you guys go with yours because everybody knows mine already. I've been.
You know mine too,
I've
I'm
been
with you.
campaigning for weeks.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the other ones. All right. So we're gonna talk. Let's just talk about the last. Like, do you want to talk about all of these on here?
Let's go from the bottom to the top.
Yeah.
So Child of Light first. Definitely deserves to be on the list.
Honorable mention.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. The art style, it already won for art style.
Yep.
Which well deserved.
Yep.
It was different, but it wasn't Game of the Year worthy.
No.
Not because it was an indie game, not because it was an arcade title.
It wasn't
but
indie. Let's just put that out there.
Oh, no,
It's
sorry, it was
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, yeah. But because it wasn't perfect.
No.
There were parts that were repetitive and a little boring.
It dragged on a little bit for me by the end. I think it was probably a good 10 to 15 hours long. I think it would have been suited. It was only $20, I think.
Right.
So I think it would have been okay to have been like 6 to 8 hours.
Right. Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor. Great game.
Yes.
Worth a mention. Was one of the only few games that worked at launch.
Yeah.
And it had a unique system to
Nemesis system is awesome. It keeps me coming back. But the story is
it. Okay.
decent.
And it didn't need to be open world as you guys
I don't
say.
think so. I don't think it
there
needs
wasn't
that.
anything that really made it Game of the Year worthy.
No.
Also on there is going to be, these are going to be 2 for Dean. Actually 3 for Dean. I'm going to group them all together. I'm going to put Sunset Overdrive, Mario Kart 8, and Super Smash Bros. Wii U. You played more of these than anybody else. What is your opinions on them?
I would argue that Mario Kart 8 deserves to be one of the 4, honestly.
Okay.
Okay.
Now what about the other 2 that don't? Why?
There's no just because there's not enough space on the list, honestly.
Okay.
Man. Like that's really the only
What
thing.
Yeah.
didn't you like about some of these games? You had issues with all my matchmaking for Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, Sunset Overdrive was just a little bit short. I was expecting a little bit more. The
Was it
side
repetitive?
stuff. In a way, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, some of the boss battles were like really cool, but like the stuff that I usually like to come back into a game and nitpick and get achievements, trophies, all the side quests, it was just kind of
bland.
Yeah, I didn't find
Okay.
myself wanting to come back to that. Mario Kart 8, I'm still playing.
Right.
Okay.
Mario Kart's always a big number for everybody.
I'm trying to think.
Seems big.
Mario Kart 8 just won Game of the Year at, I think it was, what was it? Was it like Destructoid or
I don't remember.
I think it might have been Eurogamer actually. I think
Really?
it might have given it to
I
Mario
can see
Kart
that.
8.
They're early into that.
Yeah.
It runs perfectly.
Yeah.
It looks
Smash Brothers
ridiculous.
definitely needs a mention because it's a great
Yes,
game.
absolutely.
And it's not
Smash
even more the
Brothers
thing.
is
They added
fantastic.
8-player. They
Right.
added a couple new things, but again, you have issues with matchmaking, and again, it is the same.
The
And
number
Mario
5
Kart
from the
Killer
viewers
DLC.
was just on screen. Infamous Second Son. I think that's probably the best PS4 exclusive this year because
Easily.
I mean, Little
Yeah,
Big Planet
for
3
sure.
is great,
But
but
the story wasn't your favorite.
no.
The gameplay was very repetitive.
By
It
the
was
end,
a
yes.
smaller world than we were used to,
Mhm.
or at least not.
It was the
as
same
unique
as
a
Infamous
world.
2. It was the
Right.
same size world.
I was
I think the graphics.
disappointed with the fourth power. They
Right.
kind
Yes.
of taunt you with it, and then it's over.
I think the best thing about Infamous is the graphics actually.
yeah.
I think that's what really blew people away.
So now we're
Soundtrack
down to the
was good,
last
too.
4.
Yeah.
The last 4 is what's on the list. Now, my favorite of the year is on that list.
Yeah, mine
Destiny is great. It's not without issues, so it's definitely not Game of the Year for me. Far Cry 4 is great, but again, Far Cry 3 was, I think, a little bit better in certain stances, and Far Cry 4 tried to be too much that it didn't need to be. Call of Duty, as great as it was, as unique as it was still, again, more of the same, and the story was awesome, but easily, without a doubt in my mind, South Park deserves it, hands down. The story was awesome, hilarious, well written. The music was perfect. The developers actually had to sit and think about things.
Yeah.
This is the first time that Matt Parker and Trey Parker and Matt Stone had to sit down and plan out and map out their entire area. They never
Right.
did it. They knew that the school was in walking distance from the kid's house,
Yeah.
but it was also in walking distance from the town. You know,
I think what makes this so special, and it's such a big deal that we're choosing South Park. I'm choosing South Park as well. Is that it's a last gen game.
right?
It's a last gen game that got delayed many times. People were down on it because they're like, "There's no way this game's going to turn out well."
Well,
and it
at
did.
first, but the problem with it being delayed had nothing to do with the development. It had to do with the publisher.
Oh, it doesn't stop people from thinking the worst.
Right, and
Yeah.
we did too.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I'm going to also say, because of the art style, I don't know why it wasn't next gen. The only reason it wasn't next gen was because of how long it was in development for.
Yeah.
If it had been developed later on in its life, it would have been next gen.
But the thing about South Park is it didn't need to be next gen because that
No.
graphical style. Even though I will say the game has a lot of slowdown and stuff.
It does.
It does.
And load
But-
times aren't always the
Yes,
best.
but the game is like playing a long episode of South Park.
Oh my god.
Entirely. You
And
can totally be fooled.
It was hurting laughing
Yes.
at certain parts. And there's not even parts I'm going to be able to
I mean,
mention.
when's the
on here.
last game that you played that actually made you laugh out loud consistently throughout
Right.
the game? I can't think of
And the
another
story
really.
was great, and it kept you wanting to come back for more. I was like, I have to finish this.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm also gonna go to South Park just
Yeah?
because everyone that's played it that I've listened to, podcasts, whatever, it's unanimous. Everybody says the same thing.
It wasn't broken.
Nope.
It got rave reviews from the get-go, which is why so many people bought it.
And it was a turn-based RPG.
Yeah.
Oh my
we
God.
don't get those anymore a
No.
lot,
Yeah,
especially from like
And it was
Americans.
basic. It was a
Yeah.
basic turn-based RPG.
Yeah, I
there
love
wasn't a lot of finesse. You didn't need to do this whole time limit thing.
It wasn't
know?
without its flaws. I mean, there wasn't really any differences to the classes and stuff like that.
No.
But the story, man, the way they told the comedy.
Going
and
to
the,
Canada.
yeah, just
Oh
so
my
much.
God! You went back to Canada, and when you go to Canada, it's all like NES style, 8-bit.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Like, it's so funny, it's so entertaining.
So
it takes
creative.
cues from so much pop culture,
Yeah.
just like South Park does. Easily our game of the year.
So much heart and soul from the creator. So yes, our game of the year, guys, is South Park:
But-
The Stick of Truth.
What do you guys think?
What do you guys think? What is
This
the game
it.
of the year?
Last one.
Game of the year! And the winner is... Da-da-da!
Oh, it's tight. Destiny is the
What?
game of the year.
I hate all of you people.
South Park is the second lowest, so we
Oh my God.
not agreed with by
That's
far.
really
That's-
crazy.
Yeah.
It has a lot to do with how many people played it. Though.
You're right. You're right. And
Sure.
Destiny is a great game in its own, so it definitely deserves recognition.
Yeah.
But
It was on our list of game of the year. It's just, I think there were definitely better games this year. I understand it sold like 20-something million copies.
Right.
So there's going to be a lot of people watching the show that played Destiny and didn't play South Park.
Right.
You know?
I think we're good.
I think
That
we're
was a
good.
show.
It was a very good show. Let's wrap it up. I think with a little song, maybe.
Oh, I'm sad Moobot's gone.
No, I'm really sad Moobot's
It's got
gone
the
too.
wrong thingy up.
Yeah.
It's a triumph. I'm making that note here. Huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. The Level Up
too. That's
That's
true.
true.
For the good of all keepers, except the ones that are trolls.
Also true.
But there's no sense sobbing over everyday dust.
What?
We just keep on trying till every troll gets caught. The show gets done, and you saved your run. For the viewers who are level uppers.
You guys.
I'm not even upset.
I'm glad she's not upset.
I'm being so sincere right now.
Sir.
Even though the magic is gone and I must leave you and go back to the chat room
The cake is really
and bang and type out trolls.
Good for you.
As they leave, it makes me so happy for you.
Oh, sweet.
That was sweet. Thank you, Moobot.
Go ahead
Oh.
and leave me. I think I prefer to stay inside.
Oh, Rick, did you hear that?
Maybe you'll find someone else to help you.
Wait, does that mean we can't use her anymore?
Maybe Nostel's cat?
Oh, he's pretty helpful.
Yeah.
That was a joke. Haha. Fun chance.
Oh, that was a bird.
Anyway, this chat room is great. It's so considered and fair. Look at me still talking when there's nothing to do. When I look in here, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've got commands to run and pushing to be done. On the viewers who are still trolls. Oh, and believe me, I am still alive.
Oh, that's good for
I'm
Rick.
doing Ben Hammers and I'm still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. While you're hosting, I'll be still alive. And when you're DDoSed, I'll be still alive.
What?
Still alive. Still alive.
Goodbye, Moobots. It was fun.
She's always alive.
She hasn't left us permanently, though. She's still here.
She's in the clock.
In the
She's in
stress.
the clock, and she's in the chat room. Guys, that is it for the Level Up show. The Level Uppies, the first annual. Let me read off just some Twitch charts here, because we have over 300 Twitch charts tonight.
Wow.
Over 300. Thank you to Humanoid, Garrett the Player, Nath Lee, Evan Dog, Silver Bullet, Iceman, Bruno Malone, Matty Boy, Diego Mara, Atho, Your Best, Anonymous Elvith, or something, Wonko the Sane, Kujer, Nikon, Ari Caden, Rousey, True Hooper, Rick Dog, Big Gravy, Crema, G Streets, Roland Underwood, Nickel Pickle, Nintendo Jr., Jazz War, Agent Pizza, Grano, and so many more. We're above 500 people in the room.
We got the 583.
We got the
at one point.
583 at one point. Man,
show.
that was insane. And thank you, Dean, for sticking throughout the
Yeah,
entire
dude,
thing.
I'm glad I could. I'm hopefully next week we'll be good to go. I'll be ready.
Tomorrow
to
he's
go.
gonna.
Yeah.
I'll make it through. It won't be too bad.
I
He's
hope
gonna be
so.
sleeping until like 12 o'clock at night.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed that, the first annual Level Uppies. Thank you so much for all your votes. You guys did a great job tonight.
Yeah.
Destiny was Game of the Year from you guys, South Park from us. But if anybody didn't follow us yet, all you got to do is go to twitch.tv/TheLevelUpShow. You can heart or subscribe there. Thank you to DragonCon for your subscription tonight. And thank you to
Yeah.
Tyler for your donation, again, for your
Consistently.
donation, consistently. You can also follow us on Twitter. You can like us on Facebook. You can subscribe on YouTube. And you can also donate as Tyler did on streamtip.com/T/TheLevelUpShow. Finally, we have t-shirts available, different sizes, colors, men's and women's. So go to thelevelupshow.spreadshirt.com to check those out. Finally, I'm Drew M1788 on PSN. Mike is Noob Guru, and Dean is the Beast NJ. You can add us, and we will, of course, accept all friend requests after the show. That's it, guys.
That was fun.
That was awesome.
That was a great show.
Good show.
And Moobot joined us.
And Moobot joined us, which was awesome. And the clock joined us, too, to give life to Moobot. So, guys, until next time, take care. Level up.
Level up! Level up! Nickel pickle!
Twitch hearts, and for all the votes. This was so much fun.
Dark Wolf!
Make sure to tune in next year for the second annual Level Uppies.
Good night.
Or on Thursday for Level Up Direct, or Sunday for Level Up Show, or Wednesday for Beast of the Week, or Friday for Friday Night Fights.
And good luck.
And good luck.
And don't forget, next week's special guest,
Greg Verga!
Woo!